I've been dying to try this art project with some bleeding tissue paper. Come check it out with me. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. I have a little art project today and it's involving bleeding tissue paper. So you definitely need to get this special type of tissue paper. You can't just pick up tissue paper from, I don't know, the Dollar Tree or whatnot. It's not going to work. It's not gift wrap tissue. This is a particular kind that bleeds when you get it wet. I found this on Amazon. The link is below, of course, as always, if you want to try it to see if you can use it in your art projects at home. You're also going to need a spray bottle. I have a simple one, and then some paper. I'm actually going to use a little tray here so that my water all stays contained and a piece of paper right on top of that. Here's what the tissue paper looks like. You can see I have just a variety of colors to use. And since I want to use this as a color mixing activity, I'm going to go ahead and pick the colors, primary colors that I know will bleed together to make new colors. I have the red and I have the blue, so I'm going to kind of overlap them a little bit. And since this is an art project, you can do a whole collage of papers. You can do, designs if you want, whatever looks good. But the fact is that you want the tissue paper to bleed. So as long as it's on the paper, you're good. And where my crossover colors are, that's where I hope to see the change in color. This is unbelievably easy. And this is the fun part that your kids are going to like. You're going to spray the paper so it gets wet. So I just saturated the top. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit before I pull my tissue paper off. You can already see it starting to bleed up here at the top, bleed right onto the paper, which is the effect you want. And the longer you leave it on, the more it's going to set. I decided to come in here with a little brush. These brushes are at the Dollar Tree too, a huge pack of them, the foam brushes. And I'm just kind of wiping it down so it stays a little bit on my paper. Okay, now it's dried a little bit. I'm going to peel back the tissue paper. Check that out. That's kind of cool. So we have the red over here, the blue over here, and in the middle we have, of course, purple, a really, really dark purple. So excellent learning activity for color mixing. Now here's another method I'm going to try with the yellow and red. This time I'm just going to tear off little squares. And also, did you know that tearing paper is a really good exercise for the hands for the kids too? So they can help you tear these little bits and pieces, and that can be part of the activity. All right, so this one has not fully dried yet, but I do want to peel off some of the pieces because I can see all the ink running off. All right, so definitely for best results, make sure it dries. It's all learned from me here because I got a big wet mess. Make sure it dries, and that way you also get the most saturation on your paper. It's just a really pretty, almost watercolor looking paper. Now, after you use this, I can definitely see you guys using these for cards, using them for gift wrap. Just really, really pretty artwork. Maybe you wanted to frame it. I love the look of the watercolor. And since I've experimented with the watercolor on paper, I thought this would make a really good mantle art piece. So here's my mantle. I have nothing up there. I have had nothing up there for years. I can't believe it. But I did buy this canvas not too long ago with intention of having the kids paint on it and putting that up on the wall. So I'm going to use this canvas with the colored tissue paper and the colors that match my color scheme. And we're going to just take some strips of paper and lay them across the canvas together. And then once we got all of our strips laid out to where we wanted to, we added the water, which the kids loved doing, and spritzed it down and waited. And waited quite a bit too, because the longer you wait, the better the color is going to come out. And here is the result. It is a custom painting for my mantle made by myself and my children that we can cherish and look at daily. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this art project. Give me any tips that you have because I am loving this. This is new to me. Click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love. But I just thought it was going to be a fun idea to hold these up and see the different shapes that they would make on the wall.